Right now this morning, hold the cinnamon on your pumpkin pie. Why one popular spice brand is being pulled from shelves just days before Thanksgiving. And a sweet twist on pasta. The owner of Chili Revolution shows us his elf-inspired dessert spaghetti, and we'll tell you how you can get your hands on some at this year's Rotary Lights.
Plus, breezy conditions today, and then we're going to lead ourselves into a warmer weekend ahead. We'll talk about that just in a moment.
Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, This Morning.
Good morning. Thanks for watching News 8 Now This Morning. I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Mark Jarrett.
It is Friday, November 22nd. If you see us shivering or
I know, right? That's what's going on right now.
Air blowing on us right now. It is cold in here. It's cold outside also.
Yes, it is, and it feels a little bit cooler on your skin as well for most folks. So we're probably about 3 to 4 degrees cooler on your skin in some locations. We'll also be getting into cloudy skies, and that won't make a difference right now because that cooler air is coming in as high pressure is building over much of the southern portion and central portion of the nation, and eventually that cooler air is going to affect us as we go out into this morning. Now, as we go into it, near average temperatures are happening. We've got this nice little ridge building in. You can see that all the way up into the Twin Cities as well as La Crosse. We've also got the rainfall that's still kind of working its way eastward, but we're still stretching out, and we could see a little sprinkle to maybe a little bit of drizzle this early morning. Now, we've got the cloudy skies holding on. They're still going to come in, but you notice how those winds are kind of looking like they're funneling down southward? That's because we got these winds coming out of the north still. Not as breezy as yesterday or gusty as yesterday, but they are about 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe up to 15 in some cases. The gusts are up to at least the teens today, maybe up to 22 once they get kind of going. Current temperatures in the 30s and the 40s, but check this out. That's what it feels like on your skin. So it's a little bit cooler on your skin right now, and as the sun rolls up, well, we'll see how this all plays out. Take a look. We've got this system coming in right now, still over in the west coast. But once we get into your Thanksgiving, once we start getting colder, this stuff is on its way. We'll talk about that when I return. Back to you.
All right, Art, we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you. We should learn more this morning about a fire that reportedly killed 2 horses at a Winona County Equestrian Center. Flames ripped through a barn at the facility on Gilmore Valley Road yesterday. Wilson fire officials are expected to release more details today. Once they do, we'll let you know. A Clark County man accused in a string of burglaries has been arrested. 21-year-old Zachary Wolf facing 35 counts related to burglaries committed in Clark County this summer. Authorities say Wolf was armed in some of those cases. An initial appearance is set for December 10th. His bond has been set at $50,000. The FBI joining the hunt for suspects who targeted Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, and other pro athletes' homes. Federal agents are investigating whether the burglars are part of a transnational crime syndicate. The NFL has already warned teams and players to protect their homes. And Russia has fired a new medium-range ballistic missile into Ukraine, one capable of carrying nuclear warheads. The Pentagon confirms the strike comes after Ukraine hit targets inside Russia with U.S. and other Western weapons this week. Analysts say Moscow's launch sends a message to Ukraine's allies.
If we get hit too badly by Ukraine using American weapons, we can retaliate against the United States.
In a follow-up video, Vladimir Putin said it was an act of retaliation. He says he thinks Russia is entitled to use military objects against countries that provide weapons to Ukraine. President-elect Donald Trump's transition team seeing a shakeup, naming former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi to replace Matt Gaetz as his pick for AG. Gaetz withdrew his name amid a House ethics investigation. Meanwhile, Trump's defense secretary nominee Pete Hegseth faced questions on Capitol Hill about 2017 sexual assault allegations.
From Matt Gaetz to Pam Bondi, the former Florida Attorney General is now President-elect Donald Trump's new pick for U.S. Attorney General after Gaetz withdrew on Thursday.
I got the sense that the process was going to be challenging.
CBS News has learned that at least 8 Republican senators had planned to vote against confirming the former Florida congressman amid questions about the House Ethics Committee investigation into allegations Gaetz had sex with a 17-year-old. Gaetz denies all wrongdoing. Meanwhile, yesterday on Capitol Hill, Trump's pick for defense secretary, Army vet and Fox News host Pete Hegseth, met with GOP senators to bolster his confirmation chances. His visit came as a police report from Monterey, California, provided more details on a 2017 sexual assault allegation made against him. According to the report, the accuser, referred to as Jane Doe, recalls saying no several times while in a hotel room with Hegseth. She alleges he prevented her from leaving.
The matter was fully investigated, and I was completely cleared.
Hegseth's attorney says no charges were filed until CBS News police found the allegations to be false.
President-elect Trump is expected to name all of his cabinet-level picks by Thanksgiving Day. Some major roles that have yet to be announced include Treasury and Labor Secretary. Gun deer hunters heading out tomorrow could help solve a months-old missing person case. The Juneau County Sheriff wants hunters to watch for any signs of this woman, Leah Stewart, who vanished near Mauston in July. Anyone with information should contact the Juneau County Sheriff's Department. Pure Prairie Poultry's collapse left dozens of farmers without pay and millions of chickens without feed. Now, News 8 Now's Ken Kozarowski takes you inside one of the farms hit hardest by the crisis.
Valerie Bray is one of dozens of independent producers who raised chickens for Pure Prairie Poultry.
150,000 birds at a time.
Like many growers in western Wisconsin, she had a contract with the Minnesota-based chicken processor.
Pure Prairie Poultry actually leases our barns, and we raise their chickens.
Pure Prairie supplied the feed each week, paid the farmers for their labor, but in April, checks from Pure Prairie started to bounce. And last month, the weekly feed supply stopped coming.
On October 9th, we received an email that they were closing the processing plant.
Valerie and dozens more had barns full of chickens ready for the butcher, but nowhere to send them and no feed to keep them alive.
There's not a farmer who would stop feeding their animals, whether you raise them for food or for pets. The choice was feed your family or feed the chickens. The cost of doing that was about $20,000 in 1 week.
Farmers in Minnesota and Iowa were forced to euthanize their birds by the millions. In Wisconsin, the law doesn't allow the state to intervene, leaving farmers in a moral dilemma. Many took to social media, offering the birds for free to anyone willing to take them as pets or food. The response was overwhelming.
People who really cared, genuinely cared about what we were going through.
One pickup truck at a time, Valerie cleared her barns, all 150,000 birds.
We had people wait over 2 hours to pick up chickens, and some of them had drove 3.5 hours to get here. There was a line of cars, probably 2 miles long.
Valerie is one of the lucky ones. Goodwill donations helped cover her $20,000 feed purchase, but barns across the region are still empty.
Our hopes is that Pure Prairie Poultry is sold, and we will be able to re-sign with that plant.
And if that doesn't come in time,
There are farmers, this was their sole income. They are going to lose everything.
for weeks, it's been wave after wave of anger, anxiety, and loss.
The hardest part is watching my boyfriend's son's pain. Being first-time farmer, he just got married and has a little boy. That was the hardest part.
It is a long and uncertain road to saving these farms, but those lines of cars 2 miles long may offer hope that they're not fighting alone.
When he saw his birds moving out of his barn, I saw that pain go away too, and that's what we do as farmers. We're strong and we're resilient, and we will find a way.
Ken Kozarowski for News 8 Now This Morning.
Nearly $50 million federal dollars went to Pure Prairie Poultry just 18 months before it collapsed, that is. Representative Derek Van Orden is demanding answers from the USDA, he says, but he is still waiting to hear back. And happening now, free salt and sand are available for La Crosse residents if you're getting ready for winter. You can pick up the mix at 4 locations this year: the south end of Veterans Freedom Park, the Erickson Baseball Field parking lot, the intersection of Hood Street and Marco Drive, and the Shelby Baseball Field parking lot. The free application for federal student aid, also known as FAFSA, finally opened for the 2025-26 school year. The Department of Education delayed this year's release from October to avoid last year's rocky rollout. After 4 testing phases, they opened it earlier than they were expecting to in December. Viterbo University wants to make it a little bit easier to get into college. High school seniors can now be accepted to the university without even applying through a partnership with Niche. The program evaluates students' criteria, then matches them with participating universities. Once a match is made, schools can send students acceptance letters and even scholarships.
I think anything like this where we can increase access, we can make it easier for students to consider us. They still have to be good students, right? They still have to be admissible, but removing those barriers is only going to help, and I think for us that's a win.
The announcement comes after the university said another round of layoffs was happening earlier this week. The time now is 6:09. Still to come on your morning news, a cinnamon product is being recalled over high lead levels. We'll tell you more. MIT offering free tuition to certain families, and Meta says it's removed millions of scam accounts.
Retailers have already launched thousands of online shopping deals. I'm Christine Lazar. A new report reveals some days are better than others for finding the deepest discounts.
For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. The first snow of the season had some zoo animals playing like kids yesterday. This is the snow I was expecting in La Crosse, Art. At the Milwaukee County Zoo, North American river otters splashed through the fresh powder, while Chicago's Brookfield Zoo captured polar bears, Amur tigers, and wolves exploring their wintry habitat. As the Milwaukee Zoo quips on social media, snow is here, you otter enjoy it. They are doing that. And as you start to wake up this morning, the sun is coming up, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with the home of Coca-Cola, 600, and the Bank of America, 500. That is Charlotte, North Carolina. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford trucks, including F-150, part of the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Ford F-Series. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. That's how you get holiday ready. Get up to $88.45 in total savings or lease F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Right now, at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, you can save up to $400 on stressless recliners when you donate just $50 to charity. You'll save $400 on the popular Mayfair style recliner, $200 off other stressless recliners or office chairs, and up to $600 on stressless sofas. All this when you make a $50 donation to charity. Don't wait, it's time for stressless. Donate and save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea.
We got a message from Mr. Bobby Bones.
Hey everybody, Bobby Bones here. I just want to say thank you for listening to the Bobby Bones Show. We got some ratings back and we are the #1 morning show, 18 to 49, right here in La Crosse. So thank you so much for listening to the Bobby Bones Show, for listening on Kicks 106.3. We hope to be your friends in the morning. And if you know somebody that hasn't checked us out, tell them, let them know. And again, thank you so much.
Kicks 106.3.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
All right, well, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us right now. You notice I've got La Crosse on here right now, as well as Eau Claire. Take a look at Eau Claire. They got the little spritzels on there. Like I told you before, we could see a little light drizzle to a little sprinkle working in the area right now. And so since it's up north, it'll start working its way down to the south within another hour or so for folks that are heading on out, kids going to school today. You're also looking at a little bit of fog over by Austin, Rochester there, extending over to Preston. So that means it's getting closer to the river here. And that means Winona, also La Crosse, could see a little bit of that fog trying to get a little closer from the west. Now that being said, everybody else is doing pretty well out there. In fact, once you get up to Eau Claire, you're looking at some patchy fog there as well. We'll go into it. You're looking at the winds being a part of your forecast right now, so that'll help to kind of quell some of that fog in some locations. You're going to see winds getting up to 22 miles per hour. There it is for Viroqua. Also, most of the areas will be in the teens, but you're going to also be picking up, as we go in the 9 o'clock hour, these winds to still holding on right into the afternoon, possibly into the evening as they begin to tick down. But by the noon hour here, what I wanted to show you going into it, the winds start to taper down gradually. Now, as we get into the highs today, upper 30s to the low 40s expected today. La Crosse, 43 degrees expected today. Eau Claire, around 41, 42 degrees possibly as the day progresses for you. You're looking at 37 with cloudy skies lingering all the way into the afternoon and into the early evening hours. Breezy conditions, feels a little bit cooler on your skin now. We'll also go to La Crosse for the better part of the day for other folks as well. Cloudy skies, as you can see, with temperatures mainly in the 30s to at least 40 by the noon hour. And of course, Eau Claire following suit. So get out and enjoy it. Be safe out there. Take it slow and have a wonderful day into a great weekend. Back to you.
All right, Art, thank you. In your consumer news this morning, a warning about cinnamon as you plan your Thanksgiving baking. IHA Beverage is recalling this super brand dried cinnamon powder after Arkansas health officials found high lead levels. Check the FDA's website if you have any of this in your cabinet. MIT says it'll offer free tuition to families making under $200,000 a year. For those earning less than 100 grand, the school will also cover housing, meals, books, and expenses starting in the 2025-26 school year. Meta says it's removed 2 million accounts this year linked to investment scams. The company says scammers, often based overseas, pose as fake personas like friendly people or trusted public figures even to gain victim trust. They target people through text, social media, email, or dating apps, manipulating them into sending money, usually cryptocurrency, into fraudulent schemes. Once the money is sent, the scammers disappear. The holiday shopping season, that is here, but finding the best deals online can depend when you shop. Christine Lazar explains.
Maurice Rogers is at Target searching out holiday deals for his young son. What are the things you're looking for this holiday season?
So any kind of toy for a 1-year-old and clothes.
He shops for gifts in-store but plans to make most purchases online. Adobe predicts Americans will spend nearly $241 billion online this holiday season, up 8.4% from a year ago. And retailers are trying to attract customers with deals.
We're expecting big discounts.
Adobe Analytics expert Eric Matisoff says certain days can be better than others for savings. He says Thanksgiving will offer the deepest discounts for toys, appliances, furniture, and sporting goods. Black Friday shoppers can take advantage of bargains for televisions. There will be lower prices for computers on Saturday, November 30th. And Cyber Monday will have discounts on electronics and apparel.
As long as you align your purchasing with the best day for those deals, then you're going to end up in luck.
If you don't want to wait for the holiday weekend, many retailers like Target, Walmart, and Amazon are already offering Black Friday type deals. Audrey Pardo plans to take full advantage.
I used to work in retail, so I know how that pricing change makes all the difference, especially shopping for the holidays.
And if you buy something now but find it cheaper later, many stores, including Target, offer price matching.
Within 14 days, if they see something cheaper at our competitor, we'll price match it.
Adobe says the best online discounts fall between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday, but retailers will continue offering deals through December.
That's it for your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:19. Let's check in with Art for a look at today's forecast.
All right, I'm going to take you back out west there. I want to show you how this system continues to just kind of swirl over there and over there in the Gulf of Alaska and, of course, all the way down into San Francisco. We're looking at this system that will continue to lift and push more of this moisture onshore. And as it does, it's getting some of it up into Canada and some of it also staying into the northern plains here as we go into the next couple of days. All right. right, that being said, we'll take it over to how this all looks once we get into next week. In fact, we'll kind of move this over, and you can see here, we'll follow it along, and all the way up there with the snow kind of moving up there, that rain turning quickly to snow. And as we get closer going into Sunday, well, some of that snow could get a little bit closer to us as we go into Monday. The possibility of bringing some of that snow down into our area, where we can see maybe that kind of mixing into the forecast here for us as we go right into Monday. You can see that kind of getting closer. Sorry, this is kind of going a little bit slow, but you can see here kind of moves all the way down, gets into La Crosse by the time we get into the noon hour, and carries on down. We get a mix of rain and snow moving down as we go further into the state there, and then off it goes over into Chicago and other portions of Illinois. Drier air still following suit with a big ridge kind of building up in amplitude. Look at that, all the way in the Four Corners region, slowly but surely working its way back into southern and, of course, northern plains. It'll build up again. That's where we're getting that warmth as we go into the weekend. Then we'll carry this over. You can see it kind of taking out to Jacksonville, keeping Florida pretty nice and snug there. We'll go into today's highs, looking at least upper 30s for you, some low 40s, and it'll still be a little bit cooler on your skin because of the winds. As I mentioned, they could get up to 22 miles per hour today. Here's a look at what's happening for you. You start off at La Crosse getting into, I'm going to get La Crosse at 43 degrees for you. I know you've seen maybe a 41 popping up, but that's just one of the computers saying, no, it's not going to do that. But once we get into it, the South Zone all the way down to Prairie du Chien, good morning to you folks there. We are looking at the possibility of 41 degrees for you. We'll take it back up to the Central Zone, warming folks up as we go into Ocio there, 42 degrees with cloudy skies holding on today. So we're going to keep this little blanket we've got going on for us. We'll even look at the North Zone with Ladysmith, just around 41. We get into Eau Claire, you're going to see them about 41, 42 degrees today. All right, so again, highs for Saturday. As I told you, we're not going to get any snow out of that. I haven't changed that up yet, but we're looking at widespread 40s, getting into at least some middle 40s, possibly down to some upper 30s. So we'll be a degree or two warmer than we were. Now, this is Black River Falls. They're looking pretty good right now, folks, getting by. There's not much anything on the ground. You can still see some little bit of snow kind of melting there. You're looking at La Crosse as we go in today. As I mentioned before, you're looking at 30s for the morning and 40s for the afternoon. Eau Claire will follow suit as well and do the same old thing. We'll get into warmer conditions to finish out this week, or at least the mild, much warmer, but the cool comes back. As I told you, snow coming in for Monday, drier conditions for Tuesday. Then we pick up a little extra cloud cover, load up the clouds for Thanksgiving. All those folks doing travel days there, we'll see some snow popping into the picture. Kids will be playing, having some fun outside, making snowmen. Be safe out there.
Thank you, Art. The time now is 6:22. Still to come, a new study identifying a new chemical commonly found in the tap water of millions of Americans. Ahead, what you need to know about it.
Coming up in the Blitz, a busy Thursday night of prep girls basketball as teams begin their 2024-25 seasons. Highlights coming your way in just a moment.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet celebrates the season with America's favorite holiday tradition. Gather your loved ones and be enchanted by an all-star international cast. Returning to Pablo Center at the Confluence December 5th. Tickets at nutcracker.com.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford SUVs, including Escape, Bronco Sport, and Explorer. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford SUVs. That's how you get holiday ready. Now get up to $3,000 in total cash on a brand new 2025 Ford Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
I've got arthritis in my joints. I would walk 10 steps and not have to sit down. I wanted to do anything other than go through the pain and the effort of the surgery.
That's when Mike discovered QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. All natural treatments to restore and repair your damaged joint tissue and get you back to living a normal life again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
Afterwards, I felt like I really made the right choice. It's a tremendous success.
Join tens of
thousands of satisfied patients who have found lasting relief from their joint pain. Request a free consultation and find out if you're qualified for this therapeutic breakthrough. Call 715-447-7968.
If you want to avoid the process of surgery and the pain and the effort, you need to go to QC Kinetics.
Isn't it time you got your life back? Call now for your free consultation. 715-447-7968. 715-447-7968.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. Spread the word.
And don't forget camera control. It'll blow you away.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
The Blitz. Girls basketball teams all across the state are getting started this week with games. High hopes for a lot of these squads. The West Salem Panthers in search of their third straight state trip. Central hosting the reigning Cooley Conference champs. West Salem started fast in the first half, but Riverhawks not backing down. Alana Simpson gets the rebound, hits a Euro step, and finishes to cut into the deficit. Second half now, freshman Malaya Simpson not much later with a great take to the cup to make it a 1-point game, but the Panthers would settle in. Megan Johnson with the fake and take for the lay-in. And then coming up here, Brinley Kelly will get around her defender and finish through some contact for the and one. West Salem taking down Central 52-41. The final. Up the river to Holman we go as they're taking on Menominee. The Mustangs could not miss early in this one. Jordan Oman driving, getting to go as the foul also tacks on another. Visitors start on a 10-0 run, then it's Sierra off, getting the rock in the corner. Why not let it fly? She connects on the triple. Holman looking to get back in this one. Mackenzie Noonmacher gets the handoff and takes it to the rack, banks it home to put the Vikings on the board. Menominee's defense was just too much as Reese Barfconnect gets the steal, and the Mustangs run away with this one 65-44. Two other area squads facing off last night in Onalaska. Bangor and Luther pick it up second half. Luther down 18, but Avery Jostad looks to light a spark in the offense as she gets the fadeaway to go. Bangor not backing down. Anna Franks 3 catches all nylon. Back on the other end, Knights swing it to find Natalie Hackbarth open, and she will cash that one to cut the deficit to 12, but when someone has a hot hand, good luck stopping her. It's Frank again from deep. Money. Cardinals would take care of business on the road to pick up their first win of the year. Colder weather outside, high school hoops highlights on News 8. Just feels like winter. Another for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Beat the Black Friday crowd and come to Home Furniture's pre-holiday sale. Everything is on sale. Plus, get an extra 15% off floor models and clearance and pay no interest for 3 years. Don't wait. Hurry in for the best selection during the pre-holiday sale at Home Furniture.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's pre-Black Friday sale is going on now, so start saving early with unbeatable pre-Black Friday deals throughout the store. Like Blaine's brand holiday candy and brittles, half price. Presto Pizzazz rotating ovens, $44.99. Rewards members save an extra $3. And 40-pound bags of Blaine's Wild Bird food, $17.99. Just $15.99 for rewards members. Plus, rewards members are invited to save an extra 10% in store during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's private shopping night this Sunday only, starting at 5 p.m.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun-to-drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with this great offer on the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, outstanding acceleration and handling with cargo, and a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty.
Gear up this hunting season with Johnson Tractor and get 0% APR for 54 months or up to a $2,000 cash rebate on select Kubota Sidekick RTVs. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
For over 40 years, Lacrosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers is $21 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Rest well this Black Friday knowing you got a quality mattress during the pre-holiday mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Your choice of these queen mattresses from Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep, each just $9.99. Plus get no interest for 3 years. The pre-holiday mattress sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
In your morning medical news, the Drug Enforcement Administration says less potent fentanyl pills may be driving down U.S. overdose deaths. According to a DEA analysis, about 5 out of every 10 fentanyl pills tested this year had lethal doses of the synthetic opioid painkiller. That's down from about 7 of 10 pills last year. Meanwhile, federal data shows overdose deaths dropped nearly 15% for the year ending in June. A new study suggests scientists have identified a concerning chemical in the drinking water of millions of Americans. Chloronitromide anion, a byproduct of a common water purification chemical, may share properties with other toxic substances. While its health effects are still unknown, experts recommend using a filter if you're concerned. The ground beef linked to an E. coli outbreak in Minnesota is now being recalled across the country. The number of cases is also growing. At least 17 Minnesotans got sick, including 2 people who had to go to the hospital. Kirsten Mitchell has what you need to know.
The Minnesota Department of Health says the cases of E. coli were traced back to ground beef served at Red Cow and Henhouse Eatery. The restaurants have since gotten rid of the beef from Wolverine Packing Company, which has now been recalled nationwide. While the fresh product's use-by date has expired, the USDA is concerned some restaurants may still have the beef in their freezers and are urging them to check.
And if you're eating out at a restaurant, you should order ground beef that's cooked, again, to the point where you're going to kill the bacteria that may be present.
That's at least 160 degrees. U of M public health professor Craig Hedberg says it's a reminder to practice safe food handling, too. Since October, E. coli has been linked to onions served at McDonald's, carrots, and ground beef.
Why does it feel like we're seeing more of these E. coli and foodborne illnesses?
The tools we have to identify and investigate these outbreaks have really been improved in recent years. And so that means that we're better able to identify outbreaks that are occurring. The reality is that, 10 years ago, there may have been some of these events that never would have gone noticed.
Hedberg says the outbreaks have led to changes in the food supply chain.
As we investigate these outbreaks, we learn more about what companies need to do to prevent these conditions from happening. And hopefully we can reduce the overall burden of illness associated with these food products.
Wolverine Packing Company said it has notified customers who received the recalled product. Happening today, the Monroe County Health Department hosting a flu shot clinic. Shots will be available from 8:30 till 5 at the Oak Street office. Regular vaccines are $30. High-dose shots for those 65 and up are $65, but your insurance may cover that cost. A local college is helping students kickstart their trade careers. Western Tech held the Construction and Trades Career Fair yesterday. The event connected students with more than 20 local companies.
It's a great opportunity for students to connect with employers while they're still in school and kind of figure out a game plan of what job they might be interested in once they graduate, make those connections early, and hopefully have a job when they graduate.
About 30 students took part in the event. An annual holiday tradition is back this year. The 60th Holiday Fair kicked off yesterday at the La Crosse Center. There are over 130 vendors this year. And of course, Santa will be there. You can visit with Santa and Rudolph to help celebrate the Big 6-0. The first 1,000 visitors every day will get a free tote bag. And La Crosse just picked its winners in a $3,000 design competition for mini homes. 26 designers entered their plans for these smaller units known as accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, which share lots with regular houses. 3 finalists competed for the trophy and cash prize.
One of the biggest wins for me isn't necessarily just the recognition of this, but it's some of the people that I got to talk with today, some of the contacts, hearing other people's difficulties, just learning new ways to overcome challenges and obstacles people have, getting feedback from the community.
The city plans to create a design library to inspire residents and show what's possible with ADUs. And get ready for an exciting weekend of events. UWL is hosting the 29th annual 5K Turkey Trot Fun Run and Walk. That'll start at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Supporting local artists has never been easier. Swing by the Winona County Historical Society for the Handmade Neighborhood Artisan Market. That starts at 10 a.m. And UW Eau Claire Concert Dance Company will perform twice this weekend, once tomorrow at 7 p.m., the other Sunday at 12:30. You can visit pablocenter.org for more information. The time now is 6:36. Let's check in with Art for a look at what to expect on our morning commute.
Alexandra, I must dance today. I must dance. Hey, let's get into this. Cloudy conditions expected for you. I'm sorry, I had my first Mountain Dew since like high school. I'm like, as we get into it right now, near average temperatures expected today as well. It'll be pretty comfortable, about 43 degrees expected for our high today, and I think Eau Claire will be just around 82. We'll get around into Menominee here, holding on. This is just northwest of Eau Claire. You're seeing right now the 99% humidity out there. Yikes, getting out there. We're holding on to at least the possibility of a little sprinkle and already moving into Eau Claire. That's why I wanted to show you that. So it wasn't anything going on over there in Menominee, but as you look over into La Crosse, we're still holding on. Those clouds still sticking around for us, and we're going to be picking up quiet conditions right now, but for now we'll pay maybe an hour or two. You may start to feel a little sprinkle or a little drizzle coming in. If there's any fog developing, we may see that as well, but right now most of the rainfall is well over here, Ottawa down to Toronto, back down in areas by Washington and extending all the way to Chicago, believe it or not. We're also going to be picking up some of this rain. This is rain coming in, light drizzle coming in from the north, being carried in by high pressure. That ridge is kind of ushering that in here. Not much happening, but you can still see a little bit popping up on the screen from time to time, and that's getting to near Ladysmith and, of course, Eau Claire. We'll pick up this cloud cover right now. It's holding on as we finish out. We're looking at cloudy skies. Observed winds are up to at least 12 to 14 miles per hour. We'll break it off, getting into winds gusting at 18 to most of the teens to today. Current temperatures for you is what I wanted to show you. 30s, 40s right now, and as we get into it, you're looking at that's how it feels on your skin. So don't forget that jacket. Have a great day.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
Why does it get so cold every time we get right here?
It's blowing, yeah.
Yeah, Alice is turning 8 days old today. She loves to cuddle up, and she likes to go on car rides and be around her big brother.
And we've got Steve turning 88. He loves to drive his motorcycle, travel to different states, and spend time with his family. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, views8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Coming up, we're getting ready for Rotary Lights season on this Foodie Friday, and we're joined by the event's exclusive caterer, Chili Revolution. And we are going to be tasting something pretty interesting, aren't we, Art?
Yeah, that's right.
Stay with us.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley stain-resistant fabric Where Have You Been All My Life Black Friday event. But don't wait. It's also the Ashley You Can Save Up to $1,000 store-wide Black Friday event.
Taco John's queso is so good you could drink it. But why drink it when there's a whole menu to dip and drizzle with this creamy 3-cheese and hatch chili blend? Forget it. Get me a straw. The ultimate queso takeover, only at Taco John's.
Black Friday deals are here. Get in a Jeep, Ram, or Fiat today at Pischke Motors in La Crosse or Pischke Motors West Salem. Save over $7,000 off MSRP on the capable 2024 Jeep Compass 4x4. Come drive the newly redesigned award-winning 2025 Ram 1500. Over 20% off MSRP on all remaining 2023 Fiat 500X with all-wheel drive ready for the changing season. Stop in now because this offer ends November 30th. Start your search at Pischke.com. Then drive away in your new Jeep, Ram, or Fiat.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
This is Franklin Graham. The southern part of the United States got hit by terrific storms this fall. So many people have been hurt. We all go through storms in life. It may be a marriage, it may be our children, it may be our health, cancer. Do you have an anchor to hang on to as you go through these storms? I do, and that's Jesus Christ. 50 years ago, I gave my life to Jesus Christ. If you've never done that, you can do that right now. Just pray this prayer with me. Just say, God, I'm a sinner. I'm sorry for my sins. Forgive me. I believe that Jesus Christ is your son, that he died for my sins on the cross, and that he was buried, but on the third day you raised him to life, and I would like to invite him to come into my heart and live from this day forward forever. Amen. If you prayed that prayer, call the number that's on the screen. If someone would like to pray with you, talk to you right now, just call that number that's on the screen. God bless you.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. It's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Starting at $13.99.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley, there's no way my husband's snoring is going to keep me awake now Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Ashley, you can get 0% interest for 72 months Black Friday event.
All right, welcome back. And I'm singing, getting into cloudy skies, looking at near average temperatures today. Hey, it's going to be much lighter as far as the winds are concerned than what we had just yesterday, but we're still going to have it feel a little bit cooler on your skin out there. Taking you back out to the west coast again, and all this circulation continues to bob up and down up along the coastline in the Gulf of Alaska. As that does that, though, we're going to see more of this moisture continuing to just really develop and vault up in the air, taking it up over into California as well as portions of Washington, and then getting up into Oregon as well, all the way up into Canada, and then slinging that back our way. That's why I wanted to show you this, because eventually some of this moisture may be making its way back to us as we carry over. So we start off for Monday, carrying over. You see all that moisture starting to sling over. It's in the form of snow, rainfall as you go from Portland, extending all the way out into the Plain States, and then kind of working its way back here locally. And see, some of that moisture starts to pop in the form of snow as we go into Monday, possibly Tuesday, kind of lifts up out of the area. Let me circulate this a little bit more so you see this kind of coming in out of the west-northwest. As it does that, we go through Tuesday. You can see by 10 o'clock and continuing on. And eventually, as it gets closer to Wednesday and all the way into Thursday, we get out some snow for your Thanksgiving. That being said, drier conditions with this air still trying to vault. There's the ridge of high pressure, and that's going to help usher in that rain and snow mix working back towards us as we go right into your Thanksgiving for next week. It's also going to mean for now, the weekend's going to be a little bit warmer for you. Temperatures getting into the 40s and then upper 40s, so widespread 40s possibly through the weekend. Today, though, we have some upper 30s to the low 40s for right now under cloudy skies, and then by the time we get in the overnight hours, we're looking at least at some mostly cloudy skies. Fewer clouds for Saturday. You'll also find that it's mild, and for this time of year, it's nice. We'll get it back out there. You're going to see those widespread upper 30s to around the low 40s, so maybe a degree or two difference in our local temperatures. We'll carry over from the 5 o'clock hour. You saw we could have had a little extra sprinkles there, but didn't see much now, but it's happening now in some cases up in Eau Claire. So we'll go to the 9 o'clock hour. Clouds start to filter back in, funnel in with cloudy skies, holding on. So we've cleared out any type of clearing of skies. We'll hold on to 40s and 30s, still moving into the noon hour. Then we start to see some of those clouds as we get closer to Mankato and, of course, Minneapolis, holding on to some sunshine kind of sneaking into the picture little by little, starts to continue. Well, that's, of course, it's the 9 o'clock hour, but you're going to see some clearing working into the picture, what I wanted to say. We're also going to be seeing 30s popping in with temperatures getting much cooler as we go into the overnight hours. Slowly but surely, we'll see those temperatures get back down into under freezing and continuing on with very chilly conditions to start your morning. Back over to Black River Falls out there for you. Still a little bit of snow on the ground out there. You can see just all the way off to the side of the road. We'll get into Menominee here. Still dry conditions for you right now, but you could see maybe a little sprinkle pop into the area for now. They have now 100% portions of humidity out there. As we go into La Crosse, there's a look at your forecast going into this morning and today. We'll do the same for Eau Claire. Be safe out there and have a wonderful day.
Need to warm up while exploring Rotary Lights this season? A local food truck is bringing the heat and a unique movie-inspired dish. To learn more, we are joined by Nick Brickle, owner of the Chili Revolution food truck, the exclusive food truck of Rotary Lights this year. Good morning, Nick. Thank you for being here again.
My pleasure.
Yeah, nice to see you. Looks like you brought some great stuff. Let's get into it. What is on the menu for Rotary Lights?
So many of the items that I normally sell are on the menu. Everything from the fryers, cheese curds, loaded tots, that'll definitely warm you up.
Yeah.
There are a couple of omissions, but for the most part, anything on my menu that's easy to walk around with,
yeah.
That's warm and toasty and makes your experience at Rotary Lights just that much better.
Okay, great. Yeah, I love how we've got this here. Hopefully people can see it. I'll hold it up. It's like a little three-fer. You've got your cornbread, your mac and cheese. That's a great idea. So this is kind of what you'll be serving the stuff in so we can walk around,
You
right?
bet. So I call that the festive feast.
Yeah,
right?
that's
So you
great.
got mac and cheese on one side, chili on the other, and it's either cornbread or Frito scoops in the middle, your choice. And so you can kind of dip into either one, share it, don't share it, whatever you prefer. So.
Yes, that's an awesome idea.
You have a dish that's inspired by the movie, what is it, well, the Buddy the Elf.
You bet. So Buddy's Breakfast Spaghetti.
Yeah, we've got that right here. Yeah, so tell us about this. How did this come to be? We'll get a close-up of that in just a second.
So Rotary Lights is a really, it's just, for me, it's a great opportunity to give back while doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come up with an item that people could purchase via donation. All the proceeds goes right back to Rotary Lights and their mission to feed the hungry. And it kind of gets you out of your comfort zone a little bit for food.
Yeah.
Gives you an experience while you're there enjoying the lights, and it's definitely Christmas related. So if you're brave and you want to donate some more money to the cause, stop up to the window, grab a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah, just order the Buddy Spaghetti, right?
You bet,
All
yep.
right, and we're going to try it in just a few minutes. We've got a couple more minutes to muster up some courage, right?
Sure.
Okay, so that's going to a good cause you mentioned. Okay, so temperatures become harder, obviously, or become colder. It's harder to operate in your food truck. So you're going to do a little bit of a transition, right?
Yeah. So it is harder. There's a lot more steps involved. It's more of a grind for sure. And so Rotary Lights is really the only thing I do in the cold weather, right? The truck operations, for the most part, have shut down beyond that. But I'm happy to be a part of that for the season. So.
With your catering, right? And so if people do want to get a hold of you for catering, reach out to you on social media, or what do you recommend?
Sure. So for catering, chili bars, I've mentioned that before while I was here. They're really customizable. So different kinds of chili. You can do by the bowl with cornbread. You can do nachos, Frito pies. Which I mean, if you're really hungry, and you want a good meal, a Frito pie is the way to go, right? Fritos on the bottom, chili on top, all the toppings. It's kind of like nachos in a bowl with Fritos or Doritos.
Yeah, this is a big bowl too.
Yeah.
That'll
so
fill you up.
if you're not into sharing at Rotary Lights, go for the
Go for
the
that.
Frito pie, right? But I can do those via catering. I've even done chili dogs via catering. So there's a lot of different options.
Yeah.
Groups 50 to a few hundred. I can accommodate pretty easily. So chili is a bulk food. So like I said, other than Rotary Lights, I've kind of moved on at this point and doing strictly catering. So.
Do you have set hours, or how can people know, like we want to go, we want to get this? How do we know you'll be at the Rotary Lights?
So 5 o'clock is the typical time, usually a little bit before that. I'm there well before that, prepping and getting ready. And then usually between 8 and 9, things tend to die down at Rotary Lights. People tend to scatter at that hour. So that range is a safe bet that you're going to catch me.
Okay, perfect. All right, and yeah, you can look forward to all of this. We're going to try our Buddy's Spaghetti. Let's see, are you going to try it? We've got to at least try it. So we've got some Pop-Tarts in here. Here's a fork for you. Nick's going to try too. Pop-Tarts, marshmallows, M&Ms,
sprinkles,
and spaghetti.
So you've got maple
it.
syrup and chocolate syrup in here.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get a good bite. This is a pretty good bite, you guys. What do you think, Art?
It's sweet. Oh, it's good.
It's good. It's good.
First ones of the year.
Oh, yeah?
You can taste the Pop-Tart. You can certainly taste all the sweetness, can't you? You know what? It's not horrible.
It's not
For
horrible.
a good cause, I think it's worth it. Art's going in for more. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
I'm trying the Pop-Tart, dude.
He's going to get a bite of the Pop-Tart.
There you
All
go.
right. Well, Art's feasting. Thanks for being here again, Nick.
you.
Stay with us. Hopefully we'll be right back.
The lawyer you choose makes a difference because you get this one chance to get this right, and you want somebody that's going to fight for you and get you the resolution that you need. I'm so glad that I called BGR.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
If your home was looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in. Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale. Trade it in.
It's Hy-Vee's Thanksgiving sale, Friday through Wednesday. Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, just 59 cents. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.49. 6-pack bottles of Pepsi products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. 5 pounds of gold medal flour, just $2.48. Hy-Vee cream cheese, 3 for just $5. And Hy-Vee shredded bar or cubed cheese, just $1.99. Save in-store and online, Friday through Wednesday, only at Hy-Vee.
Blain's Farm and Fleet's pre-Black Friday sale is going on now, so start saving early with unbeatable pre-Black Friday deals throughout the store. Like Blain's brand holiday candy and brittles half price. Get a free $5 gift card when you buy 3 5-quart jugs of Mobil 1 Extended Performance Motor Oil. And 40-pound bags of Blain's original cat food are pre-Black Friday priced $26.99. Plus, rewards members are invited to save an extra 10% in store during Blain's Farm and Fleet's private shopping night this Sunday only, starting at 5 p.m.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. We should learn more this morning about a fire that reportedly killed 2 horses at a Winona County Equestrian Center. Flames ripped through a barn at the facility on Gilmore Valley Road yesterday. Wilson fire officials are expected to release more information later today. We will let you know when they do. Gun deer hunters heading out tomorrow could help solve a months-long missing person case, that is. The Juneau County Sheriff wants hunters to watch for any signs of Leah Stewart. They say vanished near Mauston in July. Anyone with information should contact the Juneau County Sheriff's Department. President-elect Donald Trump announcing his new choice for Attorney General, Pam Bondi. She served as Florida's Attorney General and as a prosecutor. Trump chose Bondi the same day former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz withdrew from consideration for the job amid lingering questions about his past sexual misconduct with minors. A cinnamon powder is being recalled over high lead levels. IHA Beverage issuing the recall for its super brand dried cinnamon after the Arkansas Health Department found elevated levels of lead during routine sampling. The company stopped distributing the product, and the FDA has more information on its website. Viterbo University wants to make getting into college easier. High school seniors can be accepted without even applying through a partnership with Niche. The program evaluates student criteria, then matches them with participating universities. Once a match is made, schools can send students acceptance letters and scholarships.
I think anything like this where we can increase access, we can make it easier for students to consider us. They still have to be good students, right? They still have to be admissible, but removing those barriers is only going to help. And I think for us, that's a win.
The announcement comes after the university announced another round of layoffs earlier this week. The free application for federal student aid is finally open for the 2025-26 school year. The Education Department delayed this year's release from October to avoid last year's rocky rollout. After 4 testing phases, they opened earlier than they were expecting to in December. Free salt and sand are now available for La Crosse residents. You can pick up the mix at 4 locations: the south end of Veterans Freedom Park, the Erickson Baseball Field parking lot, the intersection of Hood Street and Marco Drive, and the Shelby Baseball Field parking lot. La Crosse just picked its winners in a $3,000 design competition for mini homes. 26 designers entered their plans for these ADUs, which share lots with regular houses. 3 finalists competed for the trophy and cash prize.
One of the biggest wins for me isn't necessarily just the recognition of this, but it's some of the people that I got to talk with today, some of the contacts, hearing other people's difficulties, just learning new ways to overcome challenges and obstacles people have, getting feedback from the community.
The ADUs add more affordable housing options. And some weekend events: UWL hosting the 29th annual 5K Turkey Trot Fun Run and Walk tomorrow. And the Winona County Historical Society is hosting the annual Handmade Neighborhood Artisan Market starting at 10, going till 4. UW Eau Claire Dance Company giving 2 performances, one tomorrow night at 7, another Sunday at 12:30.
All right, we're looking at cloudy skies today with temperatures ranging from the upper 30s to the low 40s. Yeah, not too bad out there right now. Maybe a sprinkle or two we may experience this early morning. We'll also see maybe some drizzle. Tomorrow we'll do the same. Partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy conditions, getting into maybe a degree or 2 cooler, maybe even equal, as the local temperatures will continue to increase as we go into Sunday. Cloudy skies expected by then, though. 48 degrees for our high. Yes, that's nice, right? How about some snow coming back again for Monday? Cooler conditions going into your weekend. Yikes, having to settle down. And we get into Wednesday, Thursday for folks that are traveling, looking at a little bit of snow on the way for Thanksgiving.
All right, well, what does that say? ATWO. Foot-long snake was found in a ship. Oh, maybe 2 foot-long. I don't know.
Just no.
A 2-foot. All right, guys. Reading the prompter is hard. A 2-foot-long snake was found in a shipping container of Christmas trees last weekend in Hawaii. Staff spotted the snake about halfway through unloading the containers. The workers immediately closed it and called the state's ag department. Officials identified it as a non-venomous gopher snake.
Gopher snakes still bite though.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. Art brought me some Mountain Dew. I'm going to talk about that instead of the snake.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I actually went into a sewer when I was a little kid, and it was maybe about 4 feet long, and there was a snake in there too. That's the same type.
No snake in the Mountain Dew though. We'll see you guys back here at noon. Thank you for joining us on your Friday morning.